After the commercial break, we get Judas playing. That means only one thing. Chris Jericho's coming out. And the crowd singing, Judas, da-da-da-da-da. But MJF was already in the ring.
Chris Jericho gets royalties every time
he comes out. Something.
Right? Like
he had to cut a check.
He's double dipping on that, right?
Yeah. But MJF yells, cut it, while Judas is playing because, I almost got him, a fan rushes the ring. And this was what the fuck. Now, breaking kayfabe here. I didn't really do it. But in storyline, you motherfuckers. Anyhow, what? The first show back?
Well,
my
so
guys?
I think I was looking away and I hear, cut it. And it's MJF. And I'm like, what's he saying? And then I just see the camera being all jacked up and Jericho punching somebody in the head. And I was like, oh, shit. And then I kind of figured out what was going on. I don't know if you saw online, somebody has like cell phone camera from behind Jericho. And so you see a whole lot more of it. So the guy rushes and the security guard grabs him and he manages to turn the security guard, right? But he gets him down and then you see Justin Roberts grab that guy's leg and yank him off of the goddamn stage and then just kind of like fucking throw him down and then fucking turn around and walk off while the security guards take care of the action. I was like, God damn, go Justin Roberts. It was fucking fun.
Well, and hey, the best time to feel like a superhero is when you got security guards around you. So I would do the same thing, right? What's going to happen to me? These guys take care of you.
Hey, if they need a hand,
yeah,
I gotcha.
Gotcha, motherfucker.
Punk.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go sign some fucking autographs.
I'm tough. So we get MJF talking about how, hey, someone else try me, all the fun stuff.
Oh, hey, so that was a masterclass, though, in deflecting away from that and bringing it back here, right? Like he instantly was like, insult the crowd, boo me, motherfuckers, and look right here, right? Like back into this. That was excellent.
Yeah, it was very good. However, I thought that because of the fan, and that was not their fault at all, they kind of started off hot, right? Like, so they couldn't do the like, hello, Jericho. Well, hello, MJF. They had to go right into like, fuck these people and fuck you too. And then now they're like at a level of 6. Yeah.
He was just like, I welcome any of you fat white trash. But he's like, kick your ass. I love Jared's like, well, we don't condone that.
Yeah. It was great. Yeah. So here we go. They have all their fun one-liners. These two together will always have a great promo. This is another one that you could put on a YouTube highlight clip of other promos they've done in the past. But we get to Chris Jericho signs the contract. The stipulation is that MJF demands Chris Jericho has to wrestle 4 matches. And if it gets through all 4 matches and all 4 matches have a different stipulation, then he can wrestle MJF. Now, let me do a little fantasy booking for you.
Okay.
So 4 members, then the 5th, it's MJF. Logically, you would say that's FTR, Wardlow, Sean Spears, then MJF, right? Now, MJF said, I borrowed from your blueprint what you did to Jon Moxley, where Jon Moxley had to face the Inner Circle to then face you. So I think he means that literally. I think Chris Jericho is going to have to wrestle Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager, Santana, and Ortiz to then get to MJF. That would be fucking cool.
Yeah, how does he enforce that they don't take a dive?
Well, then you do stipulations, right? It's first one through thumbtacks, for a tables match, right? Like, that's what I would do, right? So where you couldn't just do the finger poke of doom and one of them makes the dive
still
and falls.
Like just picking up a thummy through a table. You know what I mean? Like you have to find a way. But I mean, yes, I love the idea of however somebody come up with that nugget, right? Or you threaten to fire them. Right? Like they get fired if they don't fucking try to win that match. Yeah.
Or this is where ego comes in, right? And Sammy Guevara's like, I'm not laying down for you. What? I'm the future.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I would like it if he's got, all right, so he's going to have to face, Wardlow, right? I'm going to go the other way, right? He's going to have to face Wardlow the first one out, right? In a fucking whatever, you know what I mean? A fucking backyard brawl, right? Whatever, right? Just a thing where you think Wardlow would beat the shit out of him. He finds a way to win. Then you're going to face FTR, right? In a 2-on-1 handicap against the best tag team in the world. Finds a way to win that, right? And then it's Tully Blanchard in a fucking some kind of weird ass, right? And then he gets through that. And then, I don't even know what a fourth one would be at that point.
Oh,
right?
well, then it would be Sean Spears in a chairs
match.
match.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah. But he's got to face Tully Blanchard at this point. Like, and Dean Malenko helps, and Conan helps. And so I think that might be coming.
That would be great. And again, that's logical, and I think that's fun, but I think it would be interesting.
The Ultimate One agrees with you in the chat. He says, make Jericho fight the Inner Circle. I hope MJF is listening.
Right? Like, that's
cool.
the blueprint.
Cool. I just want to know, like, for me to get past the, like, how do I know they're not faking it, right? There's got to be a storyline aspect for me, but again, it doesn't have to be. I'm not the only one watching. If other people are forgiving of it, let's fucking see it. Let's do it.
But I think if you explore the ideas of these other, Jake Hager, for example, I don't feel like has, the character Jake Hager has the capacity to just lay down for anyone.
We're to expect MJF comes from money, right? Mm-hmm. What if there's so much on the line that it's like, you know what I mean? Life changing. Because none of these guys, Jericho is perceivably ultra rich in the world of pro wrestling, but none of these other guys are perceivably like ultra rich, right? Like they're doing this to provide for their families and shit. They've even mentioned that. You offer them like it's $10 million on the line or whatever. You know what I mean? And they're like,
that's what I'm saying.
Bro.
Santana and Ortiz have been telling us with this feud with FTR that they came from the other side of the tracks. They were dirt poor. You say this is the $100,000 match. Winner gets $100,000. Santana might fuck up Jericho. So it's just a fun idea. I was thinking about that, trying to think like, how can you make this different than just logical pro wrestling? Again, I would not hate the logical pro wrestling. I just think it might be fun to do something different.